Hello and welcome back to my channel. If not back, then just welcome. If it is your first time here, I would love it if you would click on the subscribe button and join me on my YouTube journey. Today's video is like super simple, super quick. It's just my go-to spring face, which has been like this ridiculously dewy look because honestly, the only difference between oily skin and dewy skin is your mindset. So if you are interested in seeing how I got this shiny look, just stay tuned. First things first is skin prep. So I use the Drunk Elephant tinted sunscreen. It provides a little bit of glow. And then I go in with the Josie Maran Argan Oil because I'm going to put some powder just in the center of my face on my pores, because since this is such a dewy look, I want to minimize the look of my pores. I mean, they'll still be visible because I'm a human being, but if I don't do this first and then I go on top with all of the dewiness, it just looks a little messy. I like the face oil on the other parts of my face because it also just adds to the luminosity that is to come. Now I'm going in with my foundation. I'm using a matte foundation. I have oily skin, so it's easier if I go in with a matte foundation and then bring luminosity into it. So now I'm just highlighting under my eyes, bring up those dark circles, because since this is such a skin focused look, I want my complexion to be as even as possible. Now I'm just adding a little bit of highlight to bring light to the center of my face. For a look like this, I like to use a cream blush, and I pounce that onto my cheek at first because I want to make sure that there's a lot of pigment there, and then I'll go ahead and buff it out. Now for the star of the show, or one of the stars, Best Supporting Actor, the Master Chrome by Maybelline. For the glass skin look, I highly recommend finding a highlighter that is your exact undertone, but not necessarily your skin tone. So this is lighter than I am, but since it's so yellow and I'm so yellow, it works out really well to look like I just have like the most highlighted skin. So I'm just applying that with my finger, which seems a little counterintuitive for a powder highlighter, but the warmth of my finger really helps work this product into my skin and helps it look like it's just a part of my skin texture, as opposed to it being like, oh yeah, there's a highlight sitting on top of your face. Now this is what really makes it pop. I'm spraying my beauty sponge with a dewy setting spray and then just pouncing that over the highlight to further melt that into my skin. There's a lot of blending with the beauty sponge in this look. I just went in over top my chapstick with my liquid lipstick because I want everything to look glossy and supple, and then dotted the gloss simply in the center of my lips. For my eyes, I'm taking a color that is very similar to the natural shadow of my eye, but just in a shiny format. And then for the star of the show, that same dewy setting spray from earlier, I'm just drenching my face in that, and then after it dries, that's when you get that shiny, smooth glass skin look. Since it's a dewy look, it enhances the texture on my face, but that doesn't bother me because, as you can see, I'm looking pretty fly regardless. If you have made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Till next time, bye folks.